Good morning, High Point Garage. It is Wednesday, May 21st, 2025, and we are ready for another wonderful day with you. Let's take a moment to put ourselves into the space for learning together. Find a comfortable position and follow along with the video.
Welcome to this short, sweet, but powerful morning meditation to set the tone for an extraordinary day. So go ahead and find a comfortable position. And once you're there, take a nice deep breath in, filling all the way up into your belly and then your chest. Hold at the top, and then exhale nice and slow. And gently close your eyes. And you can begin simply by noticing any tension in your body. And whenever you find some, just let go of it. Letting go of this tension is so important because we can't force a good day. The tighter we squeeze, the more likely it is to slip away. So instead of trying to force it, just focus on the breath, making each inhale long and slow, and each exhale effortless and relaxing. All that you can control, all that you can experience is right here and right now. So there's no point in stressing about what happened yesterday or worrying about what might come to pass tomorrow. It doesn't mean you don't think. It doesn't mean you don't plan. It doesn't mean you don't improve on your past. What it means is that now is the only time you can take action. The present is the only time you can affect change in your life. So choose today not to be reactive, but to be creative. And just take one moment to envision yourself going about this day, being the kind of person that you want to be. What's different about how you carry yourself? What's different about how you interact with other people? How you go about life's daily tasks? See yourself handling challenges with a calm, centered, and rational mind. And notice in this vision that you are not reacting to the world. You are creating it. By being a force of positive energy, you are creating a positive world around you. So repeat to yourself, today I will create a great day by being the best version of myself. Great. Now take one final deep breath in, the deepest breath you've taken yet. Hold at the top. And then exhale, release. Just let all that air fall back out And when you're ready, you can begin to bring yourself back to your surroundings. Bring a little movement to your body. And then slowly open your eyes and go about your day. May you embrace confidence and happiness today, my friend. And most importantly, may you not react to the world around you. Rather, may you create it. Thanks for tuning in. You know I love to have you here on Wake Me Up. Until next time, go out and have an absolutely fantastic day.
Thank you so much. It is so important for us to take these moments in time to get ourselves prepared for the day and to self-affirm what a great person we are in the world. Let's take some time now to greet one another. Find a friend, shake their hand, ask them how they are. Then find another friend and do the same thing. I'll give you some time. That is terrific. Let's go ahead and find our way back to our seats. All right, thank you so much. Today is National Juice Slush Day, May 21st. Commemorate the frosty pleasure known as Juice Slush on National Juice Slush Day, celebrated annually on the third Wednesday in May. This year, it takes place on May 21st. Juice slush has existed for decades, if not millennia, since it was made by adding fruit juice to freshly collected snow. For centuries, the royal courts of the world brought down recently fallen snow from the mountains and filled the tops with crushed berries and mashed fruits. More lately, large brands have taken the lead in producing juice slush, which has become popular among kids on lunch breaks. Slushes have a fascinating history as well. The current form we enjoy today was developed in the 1950s by chance when a restaurant accidentally stored some soda in the freezer. When the freezer door was open, the soda was found to have a slushy consistency. The rest, as they say, is history. The drink has since evolved into the tasty iced beverage that we all know and love today. Find a juice slush and enjoy the day. Here are some National Juice Slush Days frequently asked questions. Does salt go into a slush? Salt reduces the melting temperature of the water. When you add salt to ice cubes, they will last longer in the freezer. Drinks that are frozen in the presence of salt-infused ice will become slushies as the salty ice will reduce the temperature of the liquid. Who was the first to come up with the slushie? In the late 1950s, Omar Nedlich devised equipment that could produce frozen drinks. Because his soda fountain had broken down and he had to keep his drinks cool in the freezer, Nedlich had an epiphany and came up with the concept of the slushed ice drink. What is the content of a slush? It is similar to a granita, but it has a more liquid mix. A slush, also called slushie, is a type of beverage that is made of flavored ice and a drink, most frequently soda. Our word of the day today, juice. Juice as a noun means the liquid obtained from or present in fruit or vegetables, such as add the juice of a lemon to a recipe. Or it's also the liquid that comes from meat or other food when cooked. Put with the salmon, reserve the cooking juices for use in a gravy. The Spanish word for juice is jugo. The children of Florida enjoy fresh orange juice. My mother squeezed the juice from the lemons to make lemonade. Fresh juice makes the best slushies. Remember our word of the day? Juice. Today is warmer and the beginning of a warming trend in Denver. Highs today in the mid-70s and highs tomorrow about the same. Get out and enjoy the sunshine. A tornado swept through the Colorado town of Bennett in the U.S. on May 18th. The powerful tornado reportedly left a trail of destruction at a solar farm and surrounding properties. Footage caught by an eyewitness purportedly showed the twister tearing through Bennett. National Weather Service confirmed multiple tornado touchdowns occurred north and west of Bennett that afternoon. More severe storms were expected to roll across the central U.S. this week, warned the National Weather Service. This follows weather-related deaths of more than 24 people and a devastating Kentucky tornado. What causes tornadoes? Tornadoes happen due to the formation of large thunderstorms. Inside these thunderstorms, warm, humid air rises while cool air falls, creating spinning air currents within the cloud. The most destructive tornadoes typically occur from supercells, which are rotating thunderstorms characterized by a well-defined radar circulation called a mesocyclone. Additionally, tornado formation involves a complex interaction of factors such as wind shear, air temperature, pressure systems, and humidity. We see tornadoes more often in the spring and summer. Our joke of the day today, why did the lemon go to the gym? Why did the lemon go to the gym? It wanted to squeeze in a workout. Today in history. Let's start that over.
May 21st, 1927.
He made it. Charles A. Lindbergh, Lucky Lindy as they call him.
Aviator Charles Lindbergh completes the first non-stop solo flight across the Atlantic Ocean. He lands near Paris in the spirit of St. Louis, some 33 hours after taking off from New York's Long Island. 1924, in Chicago, two wealthy university students.
For K-Tom, a restaurant is more than just a building.
Nathan Leopold Jr. and Richard Loeb kidnap and murder 14-year-old Bobby Franks in what they call a thrill killing. Leopold and Loeb, who plead guilty to the crime, get life in prison instead of the death penalty after lawyer Clarence Darrow defends them at their trial. 1881, Clara Barton founds the American Red Cross, serving as the first president of the U.S. branch of the Worldwide Humanitarian Agency. 1999.
Thank you so very much. I truly never believed that this would happen.
After 18 failed tries in a row, Susan Lucci, star of the ABC soap opera All My Children, finally wins a Daytime Emmy for Best Actress. And 1959. In New York, the musical Gypsy, starring Ethel Merman, opens on Broadway. Today in history, May 21st. Sandy Kozel, The Associated Press.
What an exciting day. Let's play Would You Rather. We're going to stand up, and I'm going to ask you the question. And remember, you're going to either move to the windows or to the whiteboard. So today's question, would you rather wear the same socks for a month or wear the same underwear for a week? If you would rather wear the same socks for a month, walk over to the whiteboards. If you would rather wear the same underwear for a week, walk over to the windows. Now let's take some time to find out why you made your decisions. Let's start with the people at the whiteboards. Why would you rather wear your socks for a month? Go ahead and take some time to share your answers. All right, lesson leaders, it's time to hear from the other side of the room. Why would those of you over by the windows rather wear your underwear for a week? Go ahead and take some time to answer your decision. All right, thank you so much for sharing about your would you rather decision. Go ahead and return to your seats. What is your favorite kind of juice slushie? Let's share our favorite kinds of juice slushies. I'll give you a time. All right. Thank you for sharing your favorite kind of juice slushie with us today. It's client time. We're going to share our lives together now. Sharing brings our relationships with one another closer because we can find out things about each other. And sometimes we find common interests, passions, or fears. So we're going to take 90 seconds today to share what was the best thing about yesterday for you. Thank you for sharing what was the best thing about yesterday. Let's talk now about today. What do you think will be the best thing about today? I'll give you 90 seconds again. All right. Are there any events coming up that you are really looking forward to or you are excited about? Let's take 90 seconds to share about those two items. What are you looking forward to? What are you excited about?
Step into Wix Studio, the platform for agencies and enterprises.
Thank you so much for sharing your lives with us today. Our quote of the day today: life is too short to drink boring juice. Try something fun and fruity instead. Let's look at our morning schedule for enrichment. At 8 o'clock, we have arrival. At 9:15, we transition to our outings and our lessons. At 9:30, we have art with watercolor doilies. At 10 o'clock, we have morning meeting. At 10:30, we have book club. And at 11 o'clock, we have lunch. Our morning schedule for engagement: at 8 o'clock, arrival. 9:15, we transition to our social and community outings and lessons. At 9:30, we have morning meeting. 10 o'clock, we have book club. 10:30, we have art with spring chicks. And at 11 o'clock, we have lunch. Let's look at our afternoon schedule for enrichment. At 12 o'clock, we have tech and choice activities for in-house clients and lunch for returning SCC clients. At 12:55, we have What Are Big Emotions? At 1:30, we have Fruit or Vegetable Mysteries and Answers. At 2 o'clock, we have Virtual Tour of the Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. And at 2:30, we start our departure procedures. For engagement, at 12 o'clock, we have tech and choice activities and lunch for returning SCC clients. At 12:55, we have Virtual Tour Tomb of the Unknown Soldier. At 1:30, What Are Big Emotions? At 2 o'clock, Fruit or Vegetable Mysteries and Answers. And at 2:30, our departure activities. Thanks. Remember to squeeze the most out of your day today.